YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Zuda Barber. Today I'm finna show you how to do a nice high fade with an afro. Let's get it. Now I have my liners and I start off with my first guideline. Then after that I ball the bottom of it so I can get a nice picture of what I'm trying to do with it. Now I start my second step. I basically have no guard all the way open, so I can basically set it in the right tone, like right top of the above the ear where the ears arch at. That's why I go with my second guideline. Now I knock down the bulk of hair. I'm not really knocking it down all the way. I'm knocking it down to a certain length. So it's like a certain trick that I use that I don't knock it down all the way until I'm halfway doing the fade. So when I do the fade all the way and I knock it down, it makes it way much smoother and easier with the transition when you come down with the liner and the burst fade eyes pop out. And note that I'm actually using the edge of my clipper too. You don't want to use the whole blade when you're trying to make and finesse a fade, you know what I'm saying, especially when that certain line, it's that meat line that's really, it's a curse and a blessing at the same time, but you gotta really know to use your edge, because you use your whole blade then the fade go high. But this is like one of the hardest challenging parts of a fade to me, is to get that bottom line out. So, and that's the most important, because if you don't do it, then your fade not gonna hit how it's supposed to hit. So you really gotta put your all into it to get the certain way you want it to be. So that's why you see me with the zero guard right now. I'm just flicking, using the edge. I'm not going too hard, I'm not going up too high. And if I am going high, I will actually just use my blade just a little bit, tad bit, and I tap it. I don't go all the way in like I'm digging. So that's your main goal. You want to get the main line out of the fade. Now this is the step I was telling you about earlier, that me knocking it all the way down with no guard now. And you see it has that nice curl effect of it, because his hair is real wavy. You got a nice real wavy type, so, and that helps out with the fade too. I don't know what it's about though, but it just gives you that nice look, especially when the hair is real brushed down and groomed real good. Man, it's tough. And this is basically the same steps on the right side, and I just sped it up. So I'll let this play, man.
That was perfect.
And I also want to give a shout out to everybody that been watching me since day one. Even though I just started not so long ago, I just see the growth in the channel is moving on up, and I just want to hope everybody stay on this board and this journey with me, because it's going to be a fun ride, and us hitting certain milestones, man, it's going to be good, just winning and having fun with the people that started with me. That's all that matters. That's why I do it, to give the youth a voice, give them a chance, and let them understand it's more than you can just play sports or you gotta be the toughest hood dude ever. You don't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? You can actually be your own way, which is nothing wrong with sports, but you know, everybody's not always the born athlete, you know what I'm saying? The gym freak. So you gotta find something that you're comfortable doing, and I feel like barbering is a real therapeutic thing with you and the client. You know, so you really gotta push yourself in, get where you want to go, and it helps 10 times better. You wake up doing something you love to do. Now I hit it with my air compressor. So basically, this is the part that's gonna make it look sharper. It's gonna pop out. The fade gonna pop out because he has a real, just a burst fade. You know, you don't have, you know, the C cups or anything like that. So this make it stand out even more, and it give it that nice shadow look. And I love that look because it gives it, I don't know, it just gives the fade a certain pop that everybody go crazy for and they like it.
That was perfect.
Now basically what I'm doing after I use the enhancements, I'm going right over it with the liners. So it give it a nice sharp look, and then you can see almost your final look, but he's still not done yet, man. Just look how crispy it is. You know, I try to be the most perfect and the most professional person I can be when somebody in my chair. I try to take my time. I try to understand the hair, try to understand the client, you know, give it their own style. You know, usually some barbers that just let people just sit in their chair and try to give them the same type of style everybody else is. You know, everybody's unique in their own way, so you gotta treat your clients that same way as well. Because if you do that, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna come back to your chair because they believe in you. They understand that you understand them, so it gives them a moral comfort. You know, it's just like falling backwards and hoping somebody catch you. You hoping that person that you trust catch you. You know what I'm saying? And you don't fall. So that's what you are to your client. You know what I'm saying? They falling back for you and hoping that they trust you enough for you to catch them. So that's what you got to do, man. Now this step is me just using the magic pencil as a shadow, and I'm knocking it down from the lining. Because if you go into the lining, that's when you're going to start seeing the specks of the pencil, and that's the last thing you want to do. So you want to give it a pop out look even more. What the enhancements couldn't do, it did something totally different, Now I'm finna go over the lining with the razor. This is one of the most important parts I feel like is a need in a haircut. I don't think you should pay extra for a razor. I feel like you should already value that with your service, because the razor make it 10 times better. You get to that certain level, man, bro, the razor do something to you, especially with the haircut, and everybody gonna ask you like, yo, do the razor. Like, it kind of tripped me out when I heard people actually charge over $15 to $20 for you to use the razor. I just feel like that just come with the cut, especially if you want your haircut to pop out and be different from everybody else. I would recommend you just to do it anyways. Y'all see my boy, look at him, man, crispy clean, fade popping out, lining popping out. That's why I do it for, to give them type of results at the end of the day. Seeing somebody expression when they look at it, they got that little face that they know that they all the way right. That's what you want, man. Like I said though, man, stay tuned, man. Your boy Zoo coming with some more bangers, man. Let's go.